Okay, hey everybody. I am now dressed and made it to the office. And so um, the soup, the potato leek soup, came out super good. Oh my goodness, it was so delicious. And then because I put that habanero in it, it's just got this little like hint of fire to it, which is so good. The only thing I didn't like was because I put the mushrooms, added the mushrooms in, it made it a kind of an uglier green color. But just like the potato and the leeks is so pretty. So my soup's not pretty, but it tastes delicious. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about uncertainty. The reason I chose uncertainty is because a lot of anxiety is connected to being uncertain. Anytime you're uncertain about something, it just means that whatever that thing is that you're uncertain about, it means that you don't fully trust it. It's not reliable. You can't rely upon it. And anytime you have things that you can't rely upon, there's an element of fear there. And you have to remember, fear doesn't just produce anxiety, it also produces anger. Um, you get irritable mood, right? Because it's like something gnawing at you when you have uncertainty. Being uncertain and not able to rely upon things makes you pause. Instead of being in a motion, you pause because you don't know what to do. You're not sure. And again, that can elicit anxiety and get your heart pumping. Some people sweat, handshake. Some people feel like they're choking. Some people get nauseous. Some people get actual pressure, chest pain. Some people throw up. Some people get diarrhea. So many different things that you get from being anxious. And you all know once anxiety comes in, you're pretty much shot at that point because you're going to be irrational. You're not going to be able to think logically. And again, you're going to be living in fear of what could happen, fear of what might happen. But if you really think about it, normally it doesn't, unless it's something valid. Okay. So think about the things in your life, not necessarily in terms of the word uncertainty, but ask yourself, how many things do I have in my life that I can rely on? Rely means I can fully trust 100%, right? I can put money on it. So, how many things do you actually have in your life that you can rely upon? And if so, what are they? Then take a look around and in your life. And when I say in your life, I mean at your job, uh, or even if you're self-employed, your business that you're doing, family members, relationships, financial matters, spiritual matters. How many things do you have that you can't rely on? Because that's the list that you have to start working on. On this list of things that I can't rely on, how many of these things are really necessary? How many of these things do I have to keep in my life? Or can I shed some of these things that I can't rely on, in order to reduce my anxiety, increase my independence, my confidence, and my happiness? Okay? So think about, what can I rely on versus what can't I rely on in my life, and what's necessary, and who's necessary, who's unnecessary in my life. That could even include habits. What habits do I have that I need to get rid of, right? So for me, I probably could write a list of things that I need to get rid of. And for me, it has a lot of mine is surrounded with my ADHD, right? Because half the time I'm so random. And it's super hard for me to do things sequentially. I don't do anything in order. Even when I try, at some point, I'm going to divert. And because I'm a squirrel, my mind's going to go somewhere else, and then I'm going to start on that. And that includes my conversation. I can talk about so many things, and I'm just blah, 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 blah. And you probably got to have ADHD to keep up with it sometimes. But I try to practice my mindfulness so that I could be aware of it, what I'm doing, and stop it. But think about it, right? Taking control of your life, looking at your habits, all of those things. because I always look at my habits and I know which ones just don't make no sense. Okay, so anywho, I hope everyone has a lovely day. I hope that your dreams come true. I hope that your blessings come through, whatever it is in your heart that you desire. I pray that you get it today. And as always, let's. Oh, you can't see it now. How come? My sign back there. Anyway, I digress. Let's make today amazing.